In recent news, a former FBI informant named Alexander Smirnoff has been charged for providing false information about President Biden and his son Hunter Biden's involvement with the Ukrainian energy company Burisma. This development is significant because Smirnoff and his testimony played a major role in the claims made by Republicans that President Biden had personally benefited from his son's business dealings. CNN's Evan Perez reported on the matter, stating that Smirnoff was arrested by the FBI for lying to them regarding various claims, including the allegation that Joe Biden received or was paid $5 million by Burisma. But before we continue, please use some time to like this video and hit the subscribe button. The FBI asserts that Smirnoff's story is entirely fabricated and consists of ordinary business meetings and contacts that did occur but at a later time than he claimed. The FBI further alleges that Smirnoff's motive behind the false claims was to promote his own services and products to Burisma. As a result, Smirnoff now faces charges of false statements and creating a false document. This revelation undermines the credibility of the informant and his claims, which were relied upon by Republicans to support their allegations of corruption against President Biden. The indictment by the FBI suggests that the informant's story was concocted after Joe Biden became the Democratic Party's presumptive candidate for the 2020 election. The situation draws a parallel to the Brett Kavanaugh hearings, where false allegations were made against Kavanaugh, highlighting the need for caution when evaluating allegations and the importance of verifying their credibility. However, it is uncertain whether this revelation will significantly alter the prevailing narrative, as impeachment inquiries have been pursued without concrete evidence of high crimes or misdemeanors in the past. The allegations surrounding President Biden and his son Hunter Biden's involvement with the Ukrainian energy company Burisma have been a subject of controversy for some time. Republicans have claimed that Joe Biden, while serving as vice president, used his influence to benefit his son's business dealings in Ukraine. Alexander Smirnoff, the former FBI informant, emerged as a key figure in these allegations. His testimony was seen as crucial evidence by Republicans seeking to support their claims of corruption. Smirnoff's arrest by the FBI and subsequent charges of providing false information have cast doubt on the credibility of the allegations against President Biden. The FBI alleges that Smirnoff fabricated his story, which included claims that Joe Biden received or was paid $5 million by Burisma. The investigation revealed that Smirnoff's claims were a mixture of ordinary business meetings and contacts, but they occurred at a later time than he had originally stated. The FBI further asserts that Smirnoff's motive for fabricating the claims was to promote his own services and products to Burisma. The significance of this development lies in the potential impact on the narrative surrounding President Biden and the allegations of corruption. Smirnoff's false testimony had been widely circulated and cited as evidence of wrongdoing, contributing to calls for investigations and even impeachment proceedings. However, with the revelation that Smirnoff's claims were baseless, it raises questions about the legitimacy of the allegations against President Biden and the credibility of those who relied on Smirnoff's testimony. It's important to note that false allegations and misinformation can have far-reaching consequences, as seen in cases like the Brett Kavanaugh hearings mentioned earlier. The release of unverified or fabricated information can unfairly tarnish the reputation of individuals involved. In the case of President Biden, the indictment of Smirnoff underscores the need for thorough investigation and verification of claims before drawing conclusions or making accusations. As with any political controversy, opinions on this matter may vary. Supporters of President Biden see the indictment of Smirnoff as vindication and argue that it discredits the allegations of corruption against him. However, opponents may argue that the revelation does not absolve President Biden of potential wrongdoing and that further scrutiny is necessary. The charges against Alexander Smirnoff, the former FBI informant, for providing false information about President Biden and Hunter Biden's involvement with Burisma have raised doubts about the credibility of the allegations of corruption. The development highlights the importance of verifying claims before drawing conclusions and emphasizes the potential consequences of false information in the political landscape. Thank you for watching. Before you go, please leave your thoughts in the comments section, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates.